Bad Gorilla, the risk is real. May 8th, down 277. Like and subscribe, guys. That's right, folks. The risk is real. An unreal Friday for me. I am F for F'd up. Down 277.81 on the day, making perhaps a good choice on stock, but the most god awful timing. So let's check the executions. So AEHL was moving up at the start. I bought 10 shares just to play. Actually, there were two penny stocks that were hovering around near the dollar, and I bought only 10 shares of each just to play with. And I left them. But then, right before the open, or at the open at 6:32, which I'm not supposed to trade, I went ahead and jumped in for 1,000 shares of AEHL because I suspected that this stock was going to do really good. Famous last words, right? So I was neutral on the day. I was looking for a level. I chased it. I gambled. It wasn't a buy, and then I had the rug pulled, and I bailed in panic. F all around for this trade. Um, I wound up selling very quickly at 6:39, as you see there, as I scaled out, and what an idiotic move to scale out, right? But I've seen folks who are down hundreds of dollars and then wind up hundreds and hundreds of dollars. I've seen folks who wind up 800, 700, $1,700 because they're holding this the whole friggin' day. The unreal part of this is that this stock, AEHL, a couple of hours later was around over $2. So that was unreal. But neither here nor there. I took a gamble. I'm not mad about it. I'm certainly angry at myself, but not that much. Then that wasn't enough. I Here's the 10 I also bought. AIIO was the other one, which was hovering, which I even thought AIIO had a better chance than AEHL to move up. But once I gave up on AEHL, I came back in here and I jumped in also. You see there around 638 and went in with another 1,000 shares only to have it to sell it 646 later, 6 minutes, 8 minutes later. And yeah, have it. This was a revenge trade, and no two ways about it. And I also had the rug pulled under me and another F trade and lost 98 bucks. So the total came out to minus 277 in two trades red, minus, look at that, 1 cent. So far I haven't been able to um, win when my green trades. I'm usually right here in the hundreds, never in the tens, never in the up here in the ones. And this one, I really managed to budget up. So I haven't looked at the calendar, so I'm looking at this time. Also with you guys, it is a darn lucky thing that I have a cushion, so I'm up $20 on the month. If I quit now, I'll stay. I can say I was green in May, but no such luck. So now I am red on that week, but only $29, which is not that bad. And that's, well, thanks and good in part to the all of these wins. And interesting thing, I had somebody back long time ago, many years ago. We were in the manufacturing business, and this was a business guy in production, and he told me, he says, when a customer sends a job back, one of the issues is that you have to rework it or send it back, or you have to take the job back or redo the job and send it to them. And he says, in business estimation, it means that in order to recover from that loss of the profit, the loss of the labor associated with either reproducing or reworking the job, it means you have to get 10 new orders in order to make that up. So I've always kept that in mind. So whenever I get involved with something that is negative, I always think about that and always think, well, now I have to, and in this case, now I have to go 10 days straight green with nice amounts of upwards of $30 in order to not only make the 277 back, but get back into the green. So we'll see at the end of the month if I can get back and stay green, or if something else is going to happen. But um, look at this: 5 out of 6 trades, and the one trade, huge loser. You lose everything. So nothing we can do. Profit factor still there. And now let's go look at the ugly reports. So we're looking at the last 30 days. Luckily, because of what we made last month, we're still up by what, $310 in the past 30 days. We're doing good. And what you can see down here, me selecting levels is not a good choice. So if I think that the level is going to go up, that is not a good choice for me. So that was an important lesson to learn on both of those stocks. I cannot choose based on level. I do better when I choose on the pop or the bounce. So that this is an excellent metric for me to learn what the heck I'm doing. Um, So we're still up. Our net P&L over the last 30 days compared to the prior 30 days is still up. I want to see the 90 days because I probably brought this back down. Yeah. So now I'm back down 150 underneath versus $1,082. So that's a huge one for me. A drawdown was 1,000 minus 1,000, and I've climbed back to within 150. Up here, I was green at 127, and I blew it that one Friday. So it's going to be a matter of recovery, which is okay. And let's take a look at 7 days. 7 days is not going to be good. Yeah, which makes sense. And it's only 7 days because today's the 10th, and I'm comparing the last 7 days to the prior 7 days. So, but it's still not bad. So it's a the loss is absorbable only because I was able uh, to make so money earlier in the week. So our streak ends, our streak dies, comes to die here in May, right before Mother's Day, and it's a gift for me, I guess. So now what I gotta do is I gotta climb back. I gotta earn those $29 back uh, to um, to make up for that one week, and then I gotta stay green as much as I can the rest of the month. And then the thing I've figured out is I gotta factor in that I'm gonna have 2 more red days at least, at a minimum 2 more red days, and those are where are going to depict where I'm at. So well, I'll show you guys the videos of the trades that are not going to be very exciting, and we'll take a look at that and see if I can see what the balance is. Also, I'll report it on the video because I was $7 away from 2,300, and with a 277 lost, I guess um, I'm right around the 2K mark. And that's important because when and if less than a month, we're somewhere in the first week of June, if brokers are ready, the PDT rule is going to change. So for me, it's important. I can't afford to lose 277, fall under the PDT, and then I can't trade. So it's important for me to get this account upwards and maybe even contribute some more money before that PDT rule comes. If the PDT rule had existed, maybe I would have had enough money to go back in an hour later or half an hour later. 45 minutes, I think it was between the time I sold and the time that AEHL went up to 275. And I probably could have jumped in with 1,000 shares and earned all that money back. But that's neither here or there. Things happen, and the risk is real. So don't let this happen to you. So let's move on to the video. Cue the horror music. Now we get to see the video. I've sped it up 500% here for the first 4 minutes, and just to show you what I was looking at, what I was seeing. So on AEHL, it had moved up, it had fallen back down. I went ahead and bought 10 at 98 cents simply because it was hovering, and it seemed like it was building, as you see there, those cup and handles, and to me it was bound to kick up. And I did have that blue line up there, the cyan line above, right around $1.25, which was my suspicion. That's where the clearance was. I should have waited for it to hit $1.25, then gone in. Had I done that, I would have been, I think, maybe assured of some winnings. But no, Gorilla Stubborn has to go in. Down on the watch list on the left hand side there, you see me playing with the PNL watch list. So now I've added that in so you guys can see which stocks I'm currently in a position and what the PNL is for the day and what the PNL is open. I also just checked my balance, and I'm above 2K. I'm $2,015. So I would be okay if we were under the 2K PDT rule, but it's cutting it too close. So in the next 3 to 4 weeks, I gotta get on the ball here, and I gotta earn $600 to be in a very comfortable position, or I gotta add $600 out of my pocket to make it worthwhile, and then we'll be trading on a 3K account towards a 3K account. But anyway, so all the duration here, what I'm speaking is I'm only 10 shares in on AIIO and on AEHL because the loss is going to be cents. And as you can see there, through the video, it's going to go up. I'm going to go down, but I never get to be $1 down. And then all of a sudden it turns green. So what I was using that is to just get in there and try to gauge, but I didn't even do that. Instead of, uh, for example, here, right? It's red. We came back down. Then this might be an opportunity to buy and scalp 2 cents or a few cents. But I didn't even. I wasn't even planning on doing that because it was kind of nerve wracking among both of these stocks. Though as I was looking at AIIO seemed to be the better deal for me, which I thought it had more opportunity to the upside. And strangely enough, that wasn't the case. So sometimes what happens is you see your metrics, you see your indicators, you see your strategy, and you see the stock. And maybe that is the stock that's going to go up, but the wrong timing. With wrong timing, it means the stock's going to reverse on you. You're going to lose because you lack that confirmation. So, see, about 3 minutes ago, I was telling you, should have gone in at 97 or be rolling 97. Could have gotten out of here with 1,000 shares for a cent or two. That would have been $10. Bam, my day would have been done. But it was risky because you can see up there on the 5 minute, there's a lot of red on the awesome oscillator being sold. Though the thing that I like was the fact that it was coming down. There was less selling. We're back on AEHL, and it has the exact same pattern as you see there. The VWAP staying steady. It's not moving up, which means the price is not going up, and there's a lot of red selling. As I said, this is at 500 speed, so we're compressing, half an hour into only about 4 minutes. And I'm still looking at my P&L, still looking at what's up at the top as far as the stocks that are moving. And you can see there, I'm up 9 cents right now. And that was my plan. It was a very good plan, except very poor execution. And yes, of course, there were CODX was moving in between. I had checked it. I did not like it. TRAW was also showed a few signs. I checked it and I did not like them at all. I did not like the patterns. What I liked was the fact that there were very few stocks with very positive news, who had momentum, who were moving, who were steady. The only two we had was these two. And the reason why I like these two was because they were around a dollar. So gamblers like me, who are hoping to, make a nice score, are going to be jumping in. That was my thought. And the fact that they were not selling down, they were remaining up there between 96 and 98 cents. And here finally, we're in the open. Everything starts to move. AEHL. And I'm not supposed to jump in, and I violate that rule, and I jump in for 1,000 shares as it starts to move up to the $1.06, which in my estimation from the $1.06 and up, I for sure thought from here it's going to hit 114. I get out and I'm done. Well, it did go a little bit over 106, but I didn't sell because it was just microseconds. And then look at how I get into the red. And then I changed the scanner to down to the fifth to over to the 50 million shares and to the 20 million there to take a look and see what's moving. And these $2 stocks are still hanging around. So I said, you know what? I'm going to hold it because I think it has an opportunity to move up and pick up itself. But little by little, it kept sliding back down. So dumb gorilla sells the 10 shares instead of the 1,000 shares at this point, but it was way too late. It just kept careening. And that old truth, it hangs uh, that old thinking hangs true. As soon as I sell, it's gonna go back up, and that's essentially what happened. But I just did not have the wherewithal to hold it at that point, especially with the amount of selling that was going on, especially those big red bars and the volume there. So nope. So we had to eat it right here. Thank you for watching the videos. Hope everyone had a good Friday, better than mine. Good weekend with your family, and for those mothers out there celebrating. And like and subscribe, or dislike and unsubscribe, whatever turns you on. From here on, I'm gonna start, doing videos. And yeah, here I get disgusted with AEHL, but I think there's still opportunities, so I'm holding it, and I'm watching it down 150, and I'm thinking that AIIO is gonna help me. So guess what? I jump in at $1.01, almost $1.01 and a half, and that one quickly turned sour. And now I'm in two stocks, both in the red, both being sold off. And I think AIIO, if I'm not mistaken, went up to 119. So I could have made money on that one had I held it as well, but they took their sweet time. So nothing to cry about, nothing to see here. It's just disgusting, but that is trading. FOMO, lack of discipline, violation of rules, those things are going to get us. It got me. Like it did last month. It got me this month. It got me on Friday. So now, hopefully, I'm resetting myself. And Monday, I can't show up hoping that I'm going to make $277 back. My climb is low, and I got to take it easy and make sure I make the right decisions in order to climb back over the next 10 days. That's the way it's got to be. Big scores may or may not happen. Um, we might. As far as the market is concerned, remember I said SPY to 740. It's already at 737 this weekend. $3 away. I might not even trade and wait for the open and look at an option play and look for those $3 on an option play if we get good news out of the Middle East. But we'll have to wait and see. Again, thanks for watching, folks, guys, gals, And yep, we'll see you Monday. Gorilla out.